Here we are for day 15. It's a Thursday. That means we're nearly at the weekend. Let's start off with some flow. Back and forth from one foot to the other. Transferring weight from the back foot here, pushing forward to the front foot and back again. Extend out and reach and pull at the air. Like you're taking hold of something and pulling it back towards you, pushing out, pulling back, pushing out. This is all about the intention in the action. Feels nice and strong rather than all flippy floppy, just rolling around. Let's switch this over and go again with push and pull. This is good. We'll start nice and easy with this one. We're going to do a couple of warm-up exercises to ramp up so that we seamlessly transition to our exercises. It feels like we're now working rather hard. Last one of those, push out, pull back in, set yourself up in a wide stance, and we're going to go side to side, reaching out to the side as we go. Fantastic. We'll do a dozen or so of these on either side. So we're 15 days in to the Advent Challenge. How do you feel it's going? Is it getting a little easier? Are you starting to find that you actually quite enjoy it? Maybe you miss it if you have to skip a day. Is it the sort of thing that you just can't bring yourself to skip? Or are you groaning every time you see it in your inbox 7 o'clock in the morning? Hopefully it's getting easier by now. We're establishing the rhythm. You're finding the things that you like about this. And you can start to do it for its own reasons, not just because someone's bullying you into doing it by sending you these emails early in the morning. Keep your wide stance and sit and stand. We're pausing at the bottom for just a single beat before coming back up again. Excellent work. We're doing 10 of these in total-ish, because I think we're on 5 now. Be about 10. Good. 2 of those. One last time. And let's give them a little shuffle and a shake, dropping down to the floor. We're going into our 4-point stance. We're going to do the one where we reach side to side. You remember this one from a week or so back? That one, where we're trying not to let the hips rock and roll to the sides. So opposite hand and leg, out to the side, hold, 2, 3, 4, back in. Opposite sides, hold, 2, 3, 4, and back we go. Let's do this on each side, a couple of times more. This is a really good one for feeling the tummy muscles all pulling in, bracing and working hard together. But it's a high intensity exercise. You can really feel it working the trunk, but it's very low impact, isn't it? Not a lot of stress on the major joints. There's certainly no impact, we're not jumping around. This is a really nice warm-up exercise to really feel like we've switched on those trunk muscles so they're working for us now. Let's come into a wide standing position. Reach one hand for the ceiling, one hand down toward the floor. We get a little separation stretch in the side between the hip and the rib cage. We come up and we stretch gently down to the other side, only as far as it feels comfortable to go, and then come reaching back up and swapping for the other side. Fantastic. Let's have 3 of these on either side before we change into our follow-up movement. We're going to combine several elements today. These are all things that individually you've done and can do. We're just going to cobble them together to make something interesting looking. And hopefully I'll be able to figure out the camera angles so that you can see all of these things in action. So let's start lying down on the floor with one leg bent. If I go that way, you'll see what's happening. I'm going to start by pushing myself over to the side with this bent leg. So my hips are lifting and rolling away from you as you see it at the moment. This shoulder's lifting off the floor a little as well. It's like I'm trying to roll myself onto my side using just this one leg. So we're going to keep going with that, and we're going to add in a reach for the ceiling with this hand. That's looking good. Let's do 3 of those. I feel I might be wiggling down the mat a little. One last time. Marvellous. Let's swap that over and go the other way. Start off with the arm reach as soon as you're happy with this hip roll. So once we're rolling, we're reaching. You'll see now as I'm rolling towards you that I'm rolling onto this arm, and at the moment I'm just keeping it up and out the way across the chest so it doesn't get in the way as I roll towards it. That's going to come into play in just a second. I'm definitely rolling across the mat when we take this on to the next level. So let's do 1 more of those. I think we've all got that one now. I'm going to stay this way round. Feel free to swap back to the other leg if you want. I'm staying this way round so you can see what I'm doing with the elbow. This time, instead of keeping it out of the way, I'm going to keep it driven into the floor. I'm going to prop myself up on this elbow, like that, and then roll back down across the shoulders. So I'm pushing and reaching and poking that elbow into the floor. Now that's difficult if it's too close into you. If it's too far out, it's also difficult. So think about just a little bit less than 45 degrees from shoulder down to elbow. Roll, push the elbow into the floor and stretch your fingertips up for the ceiling there. Let's do 3 of those and then we'll try it on the other side. If you're pushing and rolling, it shouldn't feel like you want to lift this foot. If this foot is trying to lift as you come up like that, then it would indicate you're using your tummy muscles. They're working really hard as opposed to you pushing yourself over and using your bum. Let's swap it round and have a go the other way. Rolling to the side, pushing off the hip, propping up on the elbow, rolling back down to the floor. This is a wonderful exercise that builds layer upon layer, getting a lot of lovely movements, all in this same exercise. So let's give it 2 more. 1 last time, and then let's swap into our plank exercise. So we'll come back to that. We'll build it up in layers over the next few days. For now, good job. The plank, hands on the floor, foot out to the back, draw the tummy muscles up, the other foot comes out to meet it, and we stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we drop a knee to the floor, we rest, we might have a shuffle and a shake. The next plank is going to be a forward and back soaring action. So once we're set up, we're rocking forward, sitting on the heels. Forward, sit to the heels. So this is being driven around by the ankles. I'm keeping the hips up nice and high, trying not to let myself drop down to the floor or stick my bum up in the air. And we're going to do 2, and 1, and rest. Very good. Give yourself a wriggly wrists, a shuffle and a shake. Let's go 1 more time with our plank. This time we're going to do the triangle, plank, plank. Okay? So set up in the plank. We know this one very well by now. Bum in the air. Flat plank. Bum in the air. Flat plank. Does anyone else do the commentary? Or is it just me? I mean, clearly I kind of have to do the commentary, but it's the sort of thing I find myself doing even when I'm not filming anything now. I can't help it. Bum in the air, plank, bum in the air, plank. As you can imagine, that gets me some funny looks in the gym, doesn't it? Wide stance, squat time. Let's set this one up to do a deep squat. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, hang on, how long are we staying here for, Neil? Up we go. Another go. Coming down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Long enough for it to feel like it's burning. We better stand. Woo! 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is intolerable. Stand. And the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, my legs are burning. Stand. Last time. Down we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh my God, 9, 10, what? And with that little leg burner, we're all done. I'll see you on Friday, bye!